Do you know how property tax benefits really work in Florida? Being a homeowner here can mean significant savings on property taxes, but many people don't understand how these programs work and they lose out on thousands of dollars of yearly savings. If you want to avoid costly mistakes, understand why you will never pay the same as the previous owner, and take advantage of benefits that can save you thousands of dollars, this video is for you. Hello, I'm Ricardo Terán, co-founder of FOLIO Title. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how property taxes are calculated and how three of the most important tax benefits for homeowners in Florida work: the Homestead Exemption, the Save Our Homes program, and the concept of portability. So how are property taxes calculated? Before talking about the benefits, we need to talk about the three values involved in calculating property taxes. The definition of these values confuse almost all real estate buyers and real estate agents. First is the market value according to the official appraiser of the municipality or county. This is the county's estimate of how much your property is worth on January 1st each year. It is not the purchase price nor the MLS value. It is the county's official opinion of value. This is the first number we must know to calculate the tax. Second, the assessed value. This is the value the county uses to begin its tax calculation. The assessed value may match the market value, such as in the year following the purchase of your property. The assessed value may also be lower if you already have an accumulated tax benefit, such as Save Our Homes. Lastly is the taxable value, which is the actual value on which you pay taxes. The taxable value is calculated by subtracting the state and municipal tax exemptions, including the Homestead Exemption, from the assessed value. The taxable value is then multiplied by the millage rate, which is the tax rate attributed by the county to each budget category, such as schools, fire services, libraries, and municipal administrative budget. The millage rate is expressed as the amount of tax owed per $1,000 of the property's taxable value. This is why two identical homes can pay completely different tax amounts. Each property has its own tax history. An important detail to understand when you look at the tax bill is that you'll see two types of taxes: ad valorem and non-ad valorem property taxes. Ad valorem taxes are related to the value of the property. They use the assessed value minus the exemptions to reach the taxable value for each budget category. Non-ad valorem taxes are not related to the value of the property. So for example, two homes that are next to each other, one of $1 million and one of $500,000, will likely pay the same non-ad valorem taxes for fees for things such as fire service, trash, and recycling. So now that we understand how to calculate property taxes and have defined each term, let's talk about the tax benefit that Florida offers its homeowners. The first benefit is a Homestead Exemption, a tax benefit that grants a discount to homeowners who live in their property as their permanent residence. This discount reduces the value on which the homeowner pays taxes by up to $50,000. So a simple example is an assessed value of $400,000 minus a $50,000 homestead exemption gives you a taxable value on $350,000, which is the amount you pay taxes on. For most new homeowners, this means that if you purchased your home during a given year, your first opportunity to claim the exemption is the following year, as long as you live in the home on January 1st of that year. Here are some key requirements to be eligible for the homestead exemption. It must be your permanent residence, and you must be a Florida resident, and you must apply before the deadline to the county, which is March 1st of any given year. So now let's talk about another tax benefit called the Save Our Homes cap. This is one of the most important and least understood tax benefits for homeowners. The Save Our Homes program limits how much your assessed value can increase each year to a maximum of 3% or the inflation rate, whichever is lower. It acts as a shield that protects homeowners when property market prices rise quickly. A practical example is in year one, your market value according to the county may be $400,000, and after your homestead exemption, it may be $350,000. In year two, if the market value increases significantly, it may mean you pay property taxes for a lot more. But because of the Save Our Homes cap, your assessed value can only increase 3%. In an example like this cap can represent a difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars in value on which a homeowner would not have to pay property taxes. And on top of that, the homeowner can still claim the homestead exemption discount if they still meet the criteria. Save Our Homes is therefore a huge tax benefit in Florida because it truly protects families year after year. So to summarize, the homestead exemption gives you an immediate discount that lowers your taxable value today. The Save Our Homes gives you a long-term protection by limiting how much your assessed value and therefore your property taxes can increase in the future. One helps you in the short term, the other helps you in the long term. Another property tax benefit for homeowners is portability. What is portability? Well, this is the benefit that allows a homeowner to carry with them to a new property in Florida all the tax savings that they have generated through Save Our Homes. If a homeowner sells their home and moves to another permanent residence within Florida, the homeowner can transfer the accumulated Save Our Homes benefit. This is called portability. An example is, if your current home has a market value of $500,000 and an assessed value of $350,000, your accumulated Save Our Homes benefit is $150,000. If you buy a new home, you can use those $150,000 to reduce the assessed value of your new property. This can represent thousands of dollars in annual savings. It is very important to note that what transfers is the Save Our Homes benefit, not the Homestead Exemption. To obtain a new Homestead Exemption in your new home, you must submit a new application. One of the most common mistakes buyers make is assuming they will pay the same amount of property taxes that the previous owner paid. For example, a buyer sees that a home currently pays $3,500 a year in property taxes and they think they will pay the same or based on that same rate, but that is simply not true. Because if the previous owner had Save Our Homes, their assessed value was protected and likely much lower than the rest of the neighborhood. When a property is purchased, the county reevaluates the property the following January 1st. The market value for the purchased property realigns with the current market, resetting the market value for that property. As a result, the following year's tax bill will be higher. At FOLIO, we walk buyers through all of these tax issues before closing so they can make informed decisions without surprises. So how do you apply for the homestead benefit? Well, applying is quick and simple. Most people apply online or on their county's property appraiser's office. Documents requested include a copy of the deed of title, a Florida driver's license with new address, vehicle registration or voter registration, and proof of residency such as a water or utility bill. The application is valid as long as it is submitted before January 1st. If this video helped you, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and leave your questions in the comments. At FOLIO, we support homeowners before, during, and after closing so they can make informed decisions and fully leverage all of the property tax advantages that Florida offers. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.